The 6 Mile River area seems to have been made for motorcyclists. It's a favorite ride for bikers on both sides of the river. Typically, bikers choose the river road in Illinois and start off at Alton and head north.
You go across the bridge first of all, and then you feel like once you go over and you're in the bluffs, there's several little biker bars over there that are great. You can sit out on the water. You forget you're in St. Louis altogether. You're sitting out, you're watching all the pleasure boats, you're having a burger or a beer or a soda, whatever your preference, with your friends, and then you can leave and go to the other one. And then there's barges you can ride. There are 2 different barges you can get on, or ferries that you can get on and cross the river and then go through some more scenic country over there. But the river road is one of the most popular areas to ride.
After a stop in Grafton for a cold drink, many continue on and take the ferry to Calhoun County, where the 2-lane roads wind through hills, then another stop at Kinder's, then a ferry ride back to Missouri, and a beautiful ride through the cornfields on Highway 94 to complete the loop. Although it might sound like a lot of work, it's not. Because as all bikers know, it's not the destination, it's the ride. Part of the reason bikers love this ride is that the river is on one side and the beautiful cliffs of the river bluffs are on the other. After about 30 minutes on the river road, bikers pull into the quaint river town of Grafton, where there are antique stores, wineries, and restaurants galore. There are many biker-friendly restaurants and bars in Grafton, but one perennial favorite is the loading dock, located right on the river. And although bikers certainly enjoy the long stretches of solitude and silence on the road, many are happy to have a chance to chat and catch up with each other. The motorcycling experience is a bonding one, and for many, a lifetime passion. Except for a few small exceptions, the old bad boy image is gone, replaced by professionals who are dedicated to great bikes, great friends, and the motorcycle experience. This TV show is all about showing the awesome recreation that occurs in the 6 Mile area of the river. But what if motorcycling looks inviting, but you don't know how to go about getting into it? Most, if not all, bikers on the River Road have been to Doc's Harley-Davidson. In business since 1955, it's the area's oldest Harley dealer and the anchor of the Harley community.
My dad bought the dealership in 1955 with a partner at that time, and he owned it. He bought it solely then in 1963, and from that point on, Harley was not a success back at that time. So my father had many struggles and made it through pretty lean years where every other light bulb was on in the dealership, and there were tough times. But over the years, my brother worked with my dad, and they stuck it out, and it became a success.
Pat Bush is the president of Doc's Harley-Davidson. She wears stylish clothes, fits into size 4 jeans, but still knows how to drag race a motorcycle.
In 1963, my brother, there used to be a racetrack called Pacific Raceway Park out in Pacific, and one day my brother said, it was in 1966, and my brother said, hey Red, he always called me Red, and he said, let's take the motorcycle and the car to the drag strip. He said, you drive the car out there, I'm gonna take the bike. And we get out there, and little did I know, he throws me on the motorcycle and said, let's drag race the motorcycle. Why don't you run the bike and I'll race my car? Well, they hadn't had a lady drag racer at that time at Pacific, and they stopped me and they said, well, we're not sure, we gotta check the rules and make sure. So they did, and I wound up drag racing the bike all day, and my brother and I took the trophies home. My dad was ready to kill him when he found out he put me on the bike, but Ralph won the car class and I won the bike class, so we went home and were in trouble from that point on.
For those wanting to learn how to ride, there's an easy solution.
Well, you call and you make an appointment for one of our classes, and they get you signed up, and there's a 3-day course, which is a Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday. You have 8 hours of study, which you do, and then you have 2 days on the riding course. Then we have a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the people that can't take off work. And you come Thursday evening for 4 hours, and you come Friday evening for 4 hours for class. There's class that you have to do first, that you get the fundamentals, the reading, and to remind you what you need to do when you're in the class. And then Saturday and Sunday, then you ride on the range. And you have directors out there on the range that are helping you, and each individually and in a group. And by the time you finish on Sunday, you are qualified. If you've passed all the tests, you get your certificate to go to the DMV, and you're now ready to ride your motorcycle. You're ready to buy a bike.
A bonus is that after passing the course, you don't have to take a test at the DMV. You just do the paperwork and you're ready to go. For those wanting to test out bikes before they buy, Doc's offers rental motorcycles, and of course, more experienced riders know Doc's has parts, service, and of course a great selection of bikes, new and pre-owned. The camaraderie of riding is a great feature of motorcycling. And believe it or not, it's not that hard to get integrated.
Well, Harley-Davidson has a Harley owners group, and we always tell people join. And if you buy a new bike, you're automatically a member of the Harley owners group, and pre-owned now also. We add that in our pre-owned when you purchase one. But it's a great tool. You go and you meet people. If you know no one, you meet a group of people, and there's always somebody of your level, and then somebody you find a new riding buddy. You wind up meeting people that you wind up being best friends and best riding buddies, and it's a great place to meet somebody to ride with, and then you venture out to their friends, you meet other people. The next thing you know, you're not new anymore. You know, you're the next new guy is coming in.